Hey everybody, I'm Zach.
And I'm Jesse.
You're watching Tesla Time News.
Episode 653.
Now you know. Well, this is exciting. We're hot off the presses of the Tesla earnings call from Q2. But before we do, let's go to the Tesla 2026 summer update.
So this is an update for our vehicles.
All right. So what do we got?
More Grok commands. Grok can now make phone calls, search and play music, adjust climate, open the glove box, and answer questions about your Tesla.
Phone calls. That's sweet.
Yes. And open the glove box. I mean, I bet that's going to make a lot of people happy.
And adjust the climate. Now, some of these things you could do before with voice commands, right?
You could do them with voice commands, but not with Grok integration.
Right.
So kind of funny how you have like dumb voice assistant and now you have AI voice assistant.
So we got self-driving stats in the mobile app. That's view and share your self-driving stats from the mobile app. That's kind of fun.
Now there'll be karaoke with scoring.
Scoring. So like I can add a string section?
No, not that kind of scoring. Tesla says karaoke now scores your singing while in park. High scores are saved to your Tesla profile.
It scores how well you sing. I got it.
Yeah.
All right, what's next?
Automatic navigation now adapts to your routine.
What does that mean?
So in addition to home, work, and upcoming calendar events, your vehicle can now suggest and route to places you visit regularly, like a school drop-off on the way to work or the gym on the way home.
I thought it already has this because often when I go out to the car, it already thinks it knows where I'm going. And about more than half the time, it's right.
It's weird because sometimes I have a haircut appointment. I'll go out to my car and it'll be like, are you headed to your haircut appointment? I mean, it doesn't say that, but it's the
in the
first
nav,
suggested navigation place, and that's because pretty much the only place I go at like 6:30 at night is to get a haircut.
So is that new?
I think that it's going to actually route you there, or that when you have an automatic routing, say from home or to work, it's going to say, hey, you usually stop and get a coffee. Do you want me to automatically do that? And that allows people who are in FSD all the time and really care about their FSD streaks to keep them alive. There's also preferred routes.
What's that?
Tesla says for more personalized experience, navigation now prioritizes routes that you've taken before.
Oh, so if you like a certain way to get to grandma's house, it might take that automatically.
Yes.
I like that.
There's also set arrival energy from mobile app. So before you could only do this once you were in the car.
Oh, that's nice. So you can do it from home. There's send custom wraps from the mobile app. So you can skip the USB drive and upload a custom wrap of your car from the mobile app.
Fun.
Cool. There's rear display lock, so kids can watch content on the rear screen, but only the front row can control it through the rear screen app. That's nice. Other improvements are find superchargers by name when searching for a destination, add Apple Music songs to the queue from search and artist page, set your preferred zoom level for the self-driving visualization. Browser now supports camera and microphone, intro animations for new Model 3 and Y. But I gotta say, my favorite is going to be the more Grok commands.
What are your favorite things out of this list? Let us know down in the comments below.
Tesla Robotaxi posted Robotaxi now in Tampa and Orlando. So let's take a quick look here because I don't know what this little map means, but when I overlay it onto the Orlando map, it gives you more of an idea. It doesn't touch any of the Disney properties or the airport directly, but it's close and this is just the beginning.
Interesting.
And here's Tampa. Same thing. It shows you that we're in a smaller part of Tampa, but that's not bad. It does touch to the airport.
Interesting, but it doesn't go through the airport.
Right. But speaking of airports, Tesla AI posted our Bay Area rideshare service now goes to SFO.
And Elon says getting this approval took a lot of work by the Tesla team. I bet it did. We want to thank Smart Charge America for sponsoring today's episode.
Business owners, you know you want EV chargers at your business, but I get it. It's overwhelming. Where do you even start?
What kind of chargers do you need?
How will my customers interact with them?
Can I set the charging speed and electricity rates?
Where do I install them?
How do I install them?
How many can I power?
How do I get the permits?
We get it. It's complicated.
But we got the answer for you. SmartChargeAmerica.com.
Just answer a few quick questions and Joe Barletta and his team will get right back to you.
They will answer all your questions and take care of everything from design, permitting, and installation.
Smart Charge America has been doing this since EV charging started, so they really know their stuff.
Reach out to them today, tell them Zach and Jesse sent you, and save 15% off your project.
But do it soon because Joe still hasn't come to a consensus on this. All right, the Tesla Q2 earnings call. I mean, I don't think we're going to get through all this before we have to go over to our investor club and talk about it there, but let's start with the fact that Model 3Y and Cybertruck production was up 10% year over year to 451,000. Deliveries are up 25%, which is 480,000 delivered. Cumulative deliveries hit 9.7 million Teslas. You're always asking me how many are on the road. It's about that number.
For Tesla Energy, we had 13.5 gigawatt hours deployed. That is up 41% year over year.
We have $1.1 billion of GAAP net income. But let's talk about this. CapEx, that's how much you spend on factories and stuff. That jumped to $5.8 billion, driving a $1.2 billion decrease in cash. One of the first times we've seen Tesla actually draw down their cash. Hey, don't worry. They have $43.5 billion in cash, but that was interesting to see.
So they did turn a profit.
Yes.
But they spent a lot, so their cash went down.
Right. So, I mean, what's just incredible about this, and we're going to talk about this Investor Club, but they're finally getting to this massive amount of spending, and we'll go into all of that on Patreon, so please join us there. But yeah, a record Q2 for vehicle delivery. So all this talk about vehicle sales being down. Look, total revenue, $28.2 billion. That's up 26% year over year. And Tesla generated over $100 billion in revenue on a trailing 12-month basis for the first time.
Wow.
That's big news. A lot of good things came out in the earnings call just to talk about like where they're at. Mega Factory Texas, which is making mega packs, is nearing completion with the start of production planned for this year. Tesla is in its largest and most exciting period of investment. They actually printed that in the report, and that's exciting for us.
Unsupervised Robotaxi is now live in 7 major U.S. metros: Austin, Dallas, Houston, and newly launched in Miami, Orlando, and Tampa.
And the active FSD subscriptions has now gone way up, 56% year over year to 1.48 million. That's because people are finding out how good FSD is.
And because of that, a record North America attach rate. So 55% of new deliveries include full self-driving.
That's awesome because it doesn't cost them more to do that.
Exactly. It doesn't cost Tesla anything to just install software on a car.
Right.
That means that these owners are paying the monthly subscription.
Yeah, they get out of their test drive and they're like, yeah, don't shut that off. I'll pay the $99 a month. And AI training compute more than doubled in Texas. So Cortex 1 and 2 is now over 200 megawatts of compute. And you know what? There's so much more to talk about, but we don't have much time. So I think we'll talk about it over on Investor Club and our Patreon bonus stories. Are you hungry?
Yeah.
Well, let's head on over to Tesla Diner because they just launched the Launch Dog.
The Launch Dog now available at Tesla Diner. Premium all-beef Snappo Razzo loaded hot dog, new school American cheese sauce, crispy potato sticks, and signature toppings. Ooh. All served in a Starship rocket box.
That's cool.
New hot dog. It's weird when you're like, we're going to have AI that's going to revolutionize the entire world. And then we're like, yay, hot dog.
And Cybercab is on display at Tesla Diner because, again, they're celebrating their first year birthday. So head on over there. You get to see Cybercabs and hot dogs. That's really cool. So are you looking for an e-bike that has fat tires that aren't too fat?
With a range that is very long.
But a price that is not too big?
Then you should watch our latest Now Let's Review video on the Aipas C2 Max e-bike.
Jesse and I have tested and reviewed dozens and dozens of e-bikes over the past few years.
And we ride hundreds of miles on e-bikes every year, so I think we can call ourselves experts.
Yeah. I think so. So when we review e-bikes, we do our best to bring you the wisdom that we've accrued from all of our experiences to give you not only the specs and the features,
but also the insights that will help you pick the right e-bike for you.
So go check out our Aipas C2 Max e-bike review today over on our Now Let's Review YouTube channel.
Because I think there's someone who needs to see this.
Yes.
And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you have to watch the review to find out.
All right, it's time for our Patreon bonus stories. And don't forget, we are giving away 3 things this month. So if you're like, should I join Patreon? Yes, you should. For $1 a month, you get all of our Patreon bonus stories and a chance to win 3 great prizes.
I'd buy that for $1.
Come on, try it.
The month is almost over. So if you join now, you get to put your name in and maybe you win. And then as soon as August rolls around, you get to vote again. You get to put your name in
You're telling
again.
people how to scam our Patreon.
It's not the same statistical chance that you win.
All right, we're back from Patreon bonus stories. Time for the shout outs. These are people who keep the lights on. Who do we got?
Boat Bakers,
Dennis Tim,
John Lindstrom,
Nathan,
and Untitled R. Thank you so much for supporting us. We can't do this show without your help.
All right, time for Elon's X's of the week. Bob Derize says, I know I might be asking for a lot, but I wish I could set my destination in the work parking lot. I have a designated parking spot. Every morning I disengage so I can park in my specific spot.
Oh, well, la-di-da, Bob. Wow. Special parking spot.
Employee of the month, maybe?
Elon said it's coming soon.
Oh, that's
it's
cool.
Fair enough, because some places you have specific parking spots that you want.
Well, and also I imagine if you want to park in a handicap spot.
That's true. Because my car knows not to park in a handicap spot.
Right, but if you are
someone's
handicapped,
shouldn't it park in the handicap spot? Is there some setting that I haven't found?
John Carter said, I want Elon Musk to give Mel Gibson $100 million to film an Odyssey adaptation with painstakingly historically accurate ships, armor, weapons, and casting, with all dialogue taken straight from the original poem and delivered in Homeric Greek.
And Elon said, I'm down.
And then John Carter said, holy shit. All right. Well, I think you've been financed. Peter Sweden says, it feels like the Sweden I knew and that I grew up in no longer exists. It's a tragedy.
Elon says the Swedish people are slowly dying out. Birth rates have been well below replacement for many decades.
America said the governor of New Jersey just admitted that 6,600 non-citizens were registered to vote due to a software error. 400 of them voted. This is exactly why we need the Save America Act.
Elon said the actual number of non-citizens voting is much higher. This is just what they found so far. Tip of the iceberg. Nationwide, it may be as much as 1,000 times higher. This is why California and New York made showing IDs to vote a literal crime.
Historic Vids posted, if Odysseus had not angered Poseidon, his journey home from Troy would have taken only about a week instead of becoming a legendary 10-year ordeal.
Elon said, maybe some lessons in there for me, LOL. I don't think he's pissed off Poseidon that much recently.
He's pissed off some people.
And none of the Greek gods,
No.
I don't think.
I hope not. Who's Cyclops in this analogy? Will Kinney says, becoming increasingly convinced that AI is going to be an extinction-level event for math. It's like watching the asteroid hit the dinosaurs.
And Sabine Hossenfelder said, and theoretical physics is next.
And Elon agreed.
That's because AI is starting to solve some really interesting math things that people have been like, you can't solve that. And now AI is starting to solve that.
Elon said the Smithsonian was reprogrammed by the lunatic left to hate America. Spencer Pratt says Bernie arrived to this rally via private jet.
Elon said Sanders' platform is socialism for thee, but not for me.
This French dude who's in charge of FSD in France said a bunch of stuff in French that's basically that they don't want it.
Il a pour objectif de circuler dans tous les environnements en exécutant toutes les manœuvres.
Elon said delaying the approval of FSD in France will cost lives.
I don't care.
Yeah, French don't really care about things costing lives, typically.
Elon pinned this, before this year ends, Grok Imagine will make a full-length movie of the Odyssey that is historically accurate and true to the art of Homer.
An oath called me. Troy. Troy fell.
So I don't know if Mel Gibson will get the $100 million to do it or if just Grok will do it.
We're going to have so many Odysseys. It's going to be an Odyssey of Odysseys.
All right, it's time for Supercharger Reviews. Let's see what people have found out there.
Hey, Zach and Jesse. This is Philip. This time from my own country, Belgium. I'm standing at a supercharger station with 12 V4 superchargers. We started charging at 100 kilowatts, which is not bad. No, 200 kilowatts, sorry. This is in Marche-en-Famenne. It's in the Belgian Ardennes. You remember the Battle of the Ardennes? This is in the middle of the touristic area and we like it here. Everything is around it. Food, drinks, groceries, supermarkets. So I give it 10 out of 10 this time. Now you know. Bye-bye.
I'm at the 18 stall version 4 supercharger in Milpitas at Barber Court within the Milpitas Square shopping center. 5 of the stalls are pass-through, so if you're hauling a trailer, you may be able to use one of these. Milpitas Square has a large variety of restaurants, mostly Asian, and there is a large grocery store in the center. A restroom can be found in the 99 Ranch Market at the center of Milpitas Square. But don't dawdle because these are V4 superchargers and you'll be charged up before you know it. I'll rate this charger a 7 out of 10 for easy access, plentiful charging stalls with pass-through, lots of eating options, and of course an available restroom. Milpitas, it's in the South Bay of the San Francisco area, but it's well worth the drive.
Thank you so much for doing Supercharger Reviews. We've got a map on our website where you can upload your own Supercharger reviews and check out everybody else's.
All right, we got a lot to talk about over on Patreon about the Q2 earnings call because there's some things in there that I think are new information. Also some things I'm not sure about, so we might need your help. Anyway, join us on Patreon so we can talk about it, and we'll see everybody else on Sunday.
And don't forget, for your chance to win on Patreon, go over to patreon.com/now you know. Come on, please.